Gunther quick to get his hands on Seth Rollins with a drop kick right off the bat. You already knew right off the bat Chad Patton was going to have a hard time keeping these two apart. Gunther is quick, looking to put away Rollins immediately. You just know that Seth Rollins isn't 100% heading into this matchup. The one thing about Seth Rollins is he's overcome the odds. Rollins has been a Kingslayer. Rollins has been a Beast Slayer. Rollins has had the heights of the century. Rollins has had 3 big moments at WrestleMania and many more. From being the soldier that Cody Rhodes needed when Rhodes needed it the most to finish his story, Rollins was there. "15 WrestleManias for Seth Rollins. And he is not going to let this WrestleMania go to waste. He is not going to go down without a fight. Gunther wanted to end it early. Gunther had that power bomb following that drop kick. Rollins just unloading on the ring general right now. Gunther may just be meeting his match. Just launching a chair. And another one. Gunther. You don't see Gunther on the other side of a beating like this too often. Seth Rollins has gone absolutely unhinged. Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins hoping to get back at Paul Heyman. But tonight it's about getting at Gunther and getting through Gunther. Rollins had a couple birds for Gunther that made it. And here we go. The match has officially begun. The bell has officially rung. Oh, what a nasty chop. Those patented chops by Gunther. But Rollins follows up with a boot. And Gunther repays the favor with one of his own. Rollins has been motivated more than ever to get his hands on Paul Heyman, incensed with just destroying Paul Heyman for the way he destroyed the Vision and blindsided him. It was last year at WrestleMania that Rollins won what was undoubtedly one of the greatest, if not the greatest triple threat match, one of the greatest matches I have ever witnessed, that I've ever had the pleasure of calling. When Seth Rollins defeated CM Punk and Roman Reigns in a triple threat match. It was undeniable that those three took each other to the limit. And it's going to be undeniable that these two are about to take each other to the limit. Rollins looking for a stomp early. But Gunther gets a clothesline and turns Rollins inside out. Gunther is no easy target. Neither is Seth Rollins. These two are a match made for WrestleMania. A match that could go either way. Gunther has been able to end multiple careers over the last couple of years. Within a month span, Gunther ended the careers of both AJ Styles and John Cena. Of course, John Cena's being ended first. The one and only time I can really remember John Cena ever actually tapping out. John Cena tapping out to Gunther at Saturday night's main event back on December 13th. The last time is during the Last Time Is Now tour to close out the Last Time Is Now tour. No matter whether he won or lost, he said it was going to be over. Now it's Gunther who wants to keep the momentum going. When Gunther hasn't been a champion, he has been dominant in ending careers. These two have only ever had one match, and there was no proper conclusion to it. So tonight is the night where that could be a different story. Rollins, one of the best wrestlers, bell to bell. The same could be said about the ring general. You don't get a moniker like that if it's not true. Gunther truly is the best of the best. he goes to work. He may make you look like a fool in the ring, but that's just how good Gunther truly is. Gunther has Rollins out on the apron with a nasty forearm to the Visionary, but Rollins fights back with one of his own. Rollins is in a tough spot as he gets caught with a chop to the neck. It's been noted Rollins has had some back and neck and shoulder issues. There are a lot of points that Gunther can attack in this matchup. Rollins hasn't been eased back in following his shoulder injury. So this is this could be an unfortunate night for Rollins' comeback. Let's not forget Rollins' comeback when he fought Triple H to be a Kingslayer at WrestleMania 33. He would overcome the odds. Tonight could be the exact same story. Rollins has Gunther. Oh no. Gunther even knows he's in trouble. That facial expression says it all. And Rollins gets the buckle bomb on the ring general. How much did that take out of Rollins in the process? Looking for the stomp. Gunther sidesteps and a German suplex to counter. Sidestep. And now it's Rollins with a German off the rope. And a nasty clothesline. Flesh on flesh. And Rollins returns the favor with a clothesline of his own. Rollins able to get the buckle bomb. Gunther got a clothesline. Then Rollins would follow up with a clothesline of his own. This is any man's game. It really could be either man to win this matchup. WrestleMania Saturday, 50,000 plus strong. Seth Rollins looks like he's feeling a bit of the exhaustion, the wear and tear, coming back, doing everything he can to get so close to WrestleMania. And he cut it really close from his return to recovery. From injury, recovery to return, Rollins made it as short, as quick as possible. And that's what you got to do. When you want something so bad, you'll be willing to fight for it day in and day out. And Rollins with a shot to Gunther's shoulder. Oh, what a nasty chop to Rollins. And Rollins comes back with one of his own. Rollins is on the receiving end of these brutal chops by Gunther. Gunther, a man who's all about trash talking, but is Rollins the right person to do that to? Rollins now coming back with knife edge chops, exploding out of the corner, now has Gunther in the opposite corner, just unloading on the ring general. Gunther quick to follow up, and a power bomb. Gunther just pulling that one quickly, pulling the rabbit out of the hat. Rollins, who momentarily glanced at the official, only to be power bombed by the ring general Gunther. Gunther is quick to explode with power. At the snap of the fingers. These two are as resilient as can be. Look on who Gunther has targeted time and time again. Seth Rollins could be just another target and could be an early retirement. This may not be an official career-ending match, but Gunther could be certainly on his way to retiring Seth Rollins tonight if he so chooses to do so. I've never seen Gunther as a man to show mercy on any of his opponents. I've had the pleasure to call a lot of Gunther matches, and he's been a man who has never shown any remorse, any mercy whatsoever, and tonight has been no different. And just turning Rollins inside out. It could only be a matter of moments. Gunther continues to get better and better every single day. Seth Rollins. Wait. Was thinking pedigree, but a back body drop to counter by Gunther. Gunther went for Rollins. Rollins got the super kick and got the knee up at Gunther. And Rollins now looking to get the pedigree. Again, Gunther driving on a Rollins. But Rollins trying to bridge out. Still has Gunther locked in. And pedigree. Rollins measuring up Gunther. Could it be time? Stomp by Seth Rollins. He's gonna do it. Oh, but Gunther stays alive. It's not gonna be that easy for Seth Rollins. A stomp that has won Seth Rollins numerous world championships, 6 to be exact. It was flush, clean as ice, cold, and calculated by Rollins, but not enough to put away the ring general. Where do you go from here if you're Seth Rollins? What's next in the playbook? Rollins has to do everything he can, and he definitely has to keep his emotions in check. Rollins was for that quick split second was grasping onto that knee. You gotta wonder. We know many years ago Rollins had that injured knee. Rollins came down on that knee earlier, and once again dropping on that knee. Rollins standing switch. Rollins stacking up. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Rollins gets caught in the center of the ring with the sleeper. It could be night-night time for Seth Rollins. Rollins could fall asleep in the center of the ring on the grandest stage of them all. Gunther has got Rollins right where he wants him. However, Rollins is trying to fight back. Rollins is doing what he can to fight back up to his feet. And Rollins fights back with a discus forearm that just clocks the ring general. And another. And Rollins perhaps looking for a third. But a clubbing clothesline knocks down the Visionary, and Gunther quickly climbs up to the top. However, not quick enough as Rollins meets Gunther up. And here comes the superplex, and this is classic Seth Rollins to follow it up with the Falcon Arrow to put away the ring general. But Gunther kicks out. And now it's Rollins who has a sleeper on Gunther. How apropos would this be? This could be it. Could Gunther tap? Gunther could be fading up, but Gunther finds the bottom rope. Gunther able to find the bottom rope to force the break on the submission. Seth Rollins and Gunther, they have thrown everything at each other. What's it going to take for either man to get the upper hand on the other? Rollins shaking his head, trying to hype himself up, trying to get the adrenaline pumping through the veins for a second wind to send him through for the victory. Rollins has been a man who has always found a way to get the job done. Is tonight gonna be any different? As Rollins looks to take flight, Rollins soars and Rollins scores. And Seth not done yet, as once again taking flight, laying out the ring general. As Rollins calling for a third. And put your pedal to the metal. Keep your eye on the ball, but Gunther's quick and power bombs Rollins on the apron. That's a play out of Kevin Owens' playbook, and power bombs Rollins on the table. Gunther looking to close this one out. Looking to end it here and now. He's not looking to beat Seth Rollins. He is looking to end Rollins' career, but Rollins able to counter. Rollins counters, looking for the pedigree onto the announce desk. Right on the Spanish announce desk. Desperation by Seth Rollins. Rollins, what is Rollins going to do? No. Rollins could be thinking a massive no. From one announce desk to the next. Rollins stomping Gunther on the other announce desk, running from one desk to the next. Gunther could be done. Wait. That's Braun Breaker. That's Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker has just arrived. Braun Breaker's back. Braun Breaker's back. The Vision Zone. Braun Breaker has returned. Braun Breaker, who's been dealing with a major injury. Braun Breaker just spearing through Seth Rollins. And Gunther, who staggers back to the ring. An unfortunate turn of events. And now follows up with a sleeper. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. And Gunther traps the arm of Rollins. There's nowhere for Rollins to go. Rollins trying to grab onto the wrist of Gunther to not tap out, to squeeze on, to fight the pain, to fight the energy. That's it. That's it. That's it. Rollins is out. Rollins is out. Gunther's victorious. While Gunther took out Seth Rollins and forced him to pass out, we saw an incredible matchup. And then Braun Breaker, that's the real story, is the return of Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is back, and he has his eyes set on the visionary Seth Rollins. I doubt that Gunther had any clue that that was set to occur. Gunther was quick to take command throughout the match. However, Rollins would get the pedigree on the reinforced announce desk. And then a stomp from one desk to the next. And that's what seemed to be the big turning point. But then what would really shift everything and lead to the end for Rollins was the return of Braun Breaker, who nearly broke Seth Rollins, cutting him in half with that spear. And then Gunther would pass out Rollins, center of the ring. Rollins did not tap out. Taking a hero's loss. Rollins refused to tap. The story is not over. It has only just begun between the visionary and the unpredictable badass. No. Full speed ahead down the entrance ramp, and one more for good measure. And the dogs are barking in Allegiant Stadium. Rollins getting laid out. Braun Breaker saying you should have put me down when you had the chance. Message clear, message sent, message delivered by the unpredictable badass. Let's get another look at this. Just railing through Seth Rollins at 30 miles per hour. That is how fast that man can run. It is absolutely one of the most insane things. Braun Breaker is not human. Braun Breaker is back, and look who's up at the top. Paul Heyman has never been more pleased in his entire life to see anybody with a welcoming hug to the return of Braun Breaker, a celebration. Braun Breaker, undoubtedly the future of WWE. And a statement made at the Showcase of Immortals as he laid out Seth Rollins, which led to Gunther's victory. And the future could be bleak as Rollins will have to deal with the unpredictable badass in the future.